Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Howdy, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Monday, July 24th, 2023. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to make you a successful currency trader. We do that by teaching you how to trade with our highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we do that by with personalized one-on-one coaching, which we think is the most efficient and effective way to communicate what we know to you. Allows us to go at your pace and give you the specific information you need to do well at this. So with that, let's jump right into it. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we will get at it.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trade sessions, and it's for three purposes. One is it's a teaching moment so that you can see a good trader go through their analysis and what they think about, and hopefully be able to copy what they are doing and do it for yourself. Two, to kind of give you to actually demonstrate that it works. These trades are live, so they're not staged in any way, and you'll see that it does work. And then three, for your investment of time, we give you a trade that for the most part is usually successful, so that you can make a little money from it. In addition to the live trades I do, this one right now, and then I do one on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. Every afternoon at a little after 4, I also send out a overnight trade setup, and we will, in addition to doing this trade analysis, we will also do the overnight trade setup as we roll into 4 o'clock. But once you become a member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a live trade. Every evening at 10 p.m. we do a live trade. There's additional paid sessions where we do a live trade. But really the kind of the most important thing, or one of the things I think is most important, is that because we let you trade, once we've trained you, we let you trade with company funds, we are aligned with your interest. If you lose the money, we don't get it back. You're not required to pay it back. So we're pretty confident that once we teach you, we can get you to do this successfully. But one of the ways we do that is that there is continuous training. Every Wednesday evening, there's an advanced member meeting. Allows you to, again, sharpen your skills, pick up additional information, just get refocused. And then again, every Saturday morning, back to the basics, where we gives you the opportunity to ask questions in addition to getting one new piece of information or going over something, you get to ask questions to kind of get yourself more set up. I like to trade off of a little checklist, kind of like a pilot's checklist that helps keep me focused. Every day, good habit to restart your green chart. It clears the memory and picks up any updates that may have been done on the program. End of every day, it is good to review the trades that you took that didn't go the way you wanted. And one of the great things about the simulator is that it lets you go back to the specific time when you took that trade and take a look at exactly what you were looking. If you can't figure out what you did wrong, you've got us to take a look at it and be a backstop and say, hey, I might not have done this, or hey, did you consider this? We are technical traders. We are trading strictly based on the price action, and that's what our indicators are very good at, helping us figure out what the direction of the move is. With that, though, news does impact currency pairs or currency prices, and we want to know what that news is so that we can trade around it. We see that news at forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into kind of three categories. Yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact. I generally don't worry about these two. And red is high impact. And right now we have nothing coming up that's a red until tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with the consumer price, consumer confidence. So we've got kind of clear sailing. We don't have to worry about anything tonight. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts and see what we have. One last, oops, if you could mute yourself, that would be, that'd be great. Hold on here. The trade I am going to do is we've got a dozen different signals that we can trade off of. And when we trade you, we will create a customized plan based on your time availability to trade and your kind of risk preference profile. The one that I principally trade off is something called the 10-point trade. I like to do it off of a 1-hour chart. You can trade it off of any time frame, but I like the 1-hour chart. I want to be 30 minutes into the chart so that the chart's had a chance to form. Off of the 1-hour chart with this signal, it's good for anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot is about 11 pips. And you'll see that a lot of my trades are right in that 11 to 16 pip range. And I am looking for a trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. So I can get in, get out. If I can do 2 or 3 of those a day, I am doing very well. And basically, the strategy is just to get all the lines to line up in one direction or the other. So if I can figure out the direction of the move, I can make a little money. So with that, let's go in and take a look and see what we've got tonight. The chart I am trading off of is something called the Light 6 Major. It's one of our standard charts. It is a composite chart where it's showing us 6 different currency pairs, all U.S. based. On the other charts, we will look at non-U.S. based pairs. And I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. The horizontal, the red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line or horizontal blue line is the overbought line. When the market is overbought and these lines are up above the blue line, that's a good time to sell. And likewise, this horizontal red line is the oversold line. When the lines are below the red line, that's a good time to buy. And specifically, when the the lines are above and they're all going down. So like 2 hours or 2 hours ago, or 1 hour ago, we had that. Everybody's going down, and you can see we've got a down move coming down here. So that's what I'm looking for. Here we are, the minors are oversold and have started to turn. The majors are just reaching the oversold and still going down. So I want to catch them up here, overbought, going down, entering the channel. Ideally, I'd like them to be less than halfway into the channel over here. And then on a down move, I'm looking for sell move. I'm looking for the red line on top and the green line on top. So the red is crossed over the green and the black is crossed over the gray. So we had that back here. So I don't have what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to go on to the next one. Euro USD, one of my favorite pairs. Very steady. At one point, this was the only pair I traded. Now I trade this and the pound. And then on these live trades, I will trade other pairs if I see the setup. But I'm not actively looking at the other pairs during the day. I'm just focused on what the Euro US is doing. So here we're oversold. Minors are going down. Majors are going up. So we don't have agreement. Can I get 10 pips when we're oversold and going down? Yes, I can. Let's take a look here. We got, 8 pips here when it was oversold and it kinked and came down a little bit more. So you can do that. It's just not part of my trade strategy. I want to catch it down here and ride it all the way up. Pound USD, approaching oversold. Everybody's still going down, so nothing there. USD Canadian dollar. We were oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. So I've got the 3 points here. What I don't like is we're a little more than the green line is a little bit more than halfway here. A little bit more than halfway. And we don't have much time left in the trading day. The trading day ends at 5 p.m. Eastern time. New trading day starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time, but that time between 5 and 6, the spreads go up. So there's not much trading going on. So since we're more than halfway, I'm going to pass. If, say, I did decide I wanted to do this, when I jump up to the TNTs, I want to get 4 of these telling me buy. Thin orange is telling me buy. Thick orange is maxed out. It's telling me it doesn't think there's any more up in the movement. So only one of the 2 orange lines is telling me buy. Blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going down, that means buy. So thick blue is telling me buy, but dotted blue is telling me sell. So I only have two of these telling me to buy. So I really want 3. So again, I'm going to pass. USD Swiss franc overbought, and everybody, the majors are going up, minors are sideways, so we don't have agreement there. USD yen. This would have been nice to grab back here. This is what I'm looking for. When we run through the channel, you can see over the course of these 6 hours here, we had a big run up. Majors are going up, minors are going down, so I don't have agreement. And I've got a little bit of a duck bill here on the majors. Here's his bill. Here's the duck's head. Usually when you see this, this tells you there's a little bit more left to the move in the direction of up. So if I was holding such a position, I might let it ride a little bit longer before I closed it. So nothing on this first chart. So I've cloned this first chart and made a second chart with 6 other pairs. These are non-US based. Euro pound oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are sideways. So nothing there. ADU yen, ADU Australian dollar, and Japanese dollar overbought. Everybody's going down. And I've got the double cross. Red is on top of the green. Black is on top of the gray. I don't mind that the minors have gone more than halfway through. Majors are just entering the channel. So I like this, that we're just entering the channel. So we got 3 points here. It is approaching morning time in Australia. Approaching morning time in Australia and Japan. So that is good. So now I'm going to jump up to the TNTs. 2 orange lines going down. Thick orange is going down much steeper than the thin orange. And thick blue is coming up. When blue is coming up, that means sell. So 3 of the 4 telling me sell. I've got weak up pressure with green on top. Ideally, I want either the lines going down or the red line on top. The red line is just about to go on top. So maybe next hour, this will be ripe for selling. Right now, it's just a little bit premature. And I've been trading about 4 years, that I don't like to outguess the chart. I wait till the signal is there, then I trade off of it. So we're not quite there yet. So I'm going to hold off just a bit. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. Majors are sideways. Minors coming down, so nothing there. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Where everybody's coming down. The minors have run through the channel. Majors are 3/4 of the way through the channel. Green line is almost oversold. So for me, this is a little too much. It's gone down it's too far along. So I'm going to pass. Again, it's approaching morning in Australia, New Zealand. Let me see here. Just so you can see. So Sydney, it's let's fix this. 4 p.m. is 6 a.m. there. So pound yen overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are kind of coming down. But what I don't like here is this kink in the line. We're going from more steep in the green line, going from more steep to less steep. So that kind of bothers me. We've got 4 out of 4 here on the TNTs, the 2 orange lines going down, the 2 blue lines going up. We've got weak up pressure. I want the lines either going down or the red line on top. What makes this pressure weak is 1, the slope of the lines, and 2, the gap between the lines. So there's not much of a slope here, and there's a big gap here. Back here, this is sideways. Green lines coming down, red lines going up. Here, both lines are going up. Euro Australian dollar. Majors are oversold and going up, but minors are coming down. They went up into the channel and kind of jumped ahead and are coming back to meet the majors. So we don't have agreement here. It looks like there's a bit of a resistance line here. You see how all the candles are kind of stopped at the same spot. We'll go into support and resistance a little bit more once you get training. Canadian dollar yen overbought, minors coming down, majors are coming down, but we're going from more steep to less steep. So I don't like this kink in the line. Here, the two orange lines going down, two blue lines coming up. So all four are telling me sell. I've got the red line on top on the pressure. So I've got 7 points here, or 8 points. 1 point here, 3 points here, and 4 points here. Two blue lines and two orange lines. Thing that bugs me is this kink in the in the green line here. So Canadian dollar yen. It's the end of the trading day in Canada, but it's approaching morning in Japan. Let's just take a little bit more. Let's confirm the setup. So what happens is when I see a setup, so we've got the setup, although I've said there's something I don't like about the setup. So that's going to make me hesitant to pull the trigger. But what I would next do is confirm the setup. So I want to look at the 2 and the 4 hour chart and see what it tells me. So the Canadian dollar yen. And on the Canadian dollar yen, so this is what we were just looking at. I want to look at the 2 hour chart and see what the position of the majors are. And we are overbought going up. That's okay. I want to make sure that they're overbought. And the same with on the 4 hour. They're just reaching overbought. The red line's touching the line, the blue line here. So I want both to be overbought. I don't care that they're going down. This is telling me that there might be a little bit more in the up move, but you can see the minor lines have started to turn. Because what I want to have happen is if for some reason this weakens, and it's been weakening while we've been talking, the line has gotten, now the line is not only is a kink, but the slope of the green line is less than 45 degrees. I usually want it to be 45, at least 45 degrees before I take a trade. And now it's gone. And when we first started looking at it, it was about 45 degrees, even though it had this kink in it. But now it's gone to less. So this is worrying me a little bit. After I saw this, if I decided I wanted to take the trade, I'd need to figure out how much it's worth. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to pass because this is less than 45 degrees. So even though I get the setup here, I don't like this. So we're going to pass. Let's go to our next grouping. Euro New Zealand dollar, oversold going down. Pound New Zealand dollar, majors are sideways, minors are going down. New Zealand dollar yen, overbought, everybody's going down. Double cross, blacks on top, reds on top. And notice here the kink, we're going from less steep to more steep. The kink is kinking and giving me more slope here. So I got all 3 points here. The only thing I don't like is that the green line is so far away from the blue line. I prefer it to be closer to touching or entering into the channel here. 2 orange lines going down. So I've got support here. Blue line going up, so 3 of the 4 telling me sell. And I've got up pressure with red on top. So that is worth, so we've got 7 points. 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. So we've got NZD, and it's entering morning time in both of these markets. So let's take a look and see what the 2 and the 4 hour are doing here. So NZDJPY. Two-hour overbought. It's going up. That's okay. And it's well overbought. 4-hour overbought, going up. So both are overbought. So they're meeting my criteria. And the reason I want this is, again, if for some reason this weakens, I will still eventually get the trade. These will turn, but it'll just take longer for it to happen. So I like this. Let's see what this trade might be worth. So now I am going to figure out what it's worth. I want to know where the support and resistance is and what the trend is. So unlike the kind of simple initial trade that we show you on the 5-minute chart, I want to know, I want a little bit more information because I got to figure out what the trade is worth. So support and resistance are spots where the lines seem to naturally line up. So let's, or the candles seem to naturally stop, not line up. So let's see if we can place this. So it seems to stop right in here. Not quite on top of it here, but in here it's stopping, in here, over here, right in here, over here a little bit. Let's add another one. And these channels will become the spots where I trade within. And on the Euro USD, this tends to be about 30 pips apart. Here you can see these are 20 pips apart, 0.48 to 0.68. And let's pull it up. Now, in terms of a trend, I don't know. Would you call this kind of a slight uptrend? It's really more kind of sideways. And the reason I want to know the trend is I don't want to get caught taking a sell trade within an uptrend. I'm going to take less pips because I don't want to get caught taking a sell when it keeps running. So right now it looks like, I wouldn't, this isn't really enough for an uptrend. Let's just take a look, one more. You see it stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped over here, over here, over here. 48 to 15, so that's about 30 pips. And we're looking at a sell. Let's see how much room we have. So we got 18 pips down, 4 pips up. And let me try one of the, so 18 pips down. It's 11 pips to the end of this wick here. Let's go ahead and take a sell on the Canadian dollar yen for 10 pips. A sell on the Canadian dollar yen for 10 pips. You can do that in the simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4, let's open up MetaTrader. We're going to go to I don't think I have Canadian dollar yen open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and it'll probably be in this third category here, Canadian dollar yen right here. Make it on a 1 hour chart. And, oh, is that right? Not Canadian dollars, New Zealand dollar. Come on, Paul, I'm getting tired here. New Zealand dollar yen. New Zealand dollar yen. Here we go. Make it 1 hour. I was going to say that chart didn't look the same. Just for the heck of it, what is the spread here? Spread is about 8 points. All right. So we're going to go to new order. This is a demo account, by the way. It's got $7,600 in it. So my lot size, I'm going to move that decimal spot over 4 spots. So if I move the decimal spot over 4 spots, I'm going to take a 0.76 size trade. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. But since we're going to be taking another trade for the overnight setup, I'm going to take half. I'm going to just put it right there. Market execution, sell. Right click, go to modify. Once the order is open, we're going to go 10 pips. 10 pips is 100 points. I click this little blue button. It does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1. So if I'm going for 10, I'm going to use a 30 pip stop loss, which is 300 points. Click the little red button and then click this big modify button. It drops in and I want to see where everything is, and that is good. So we took a sell on the NZD JPY with a take profit of 87.571 and a stop loss of 87.970. So we took a sell on the NZD JPY, take profit 87.571, stop loss 87.970. I expect this to close within 3 hours. Now, let us go ahead and do the overnight trade. The overnight trade is based on a modified version of the 10-point trade, and it is off of the day chart. So on the day chart, I don't have to worry about. So we are 23 hours into the formation of this. This is the last hour. And I am looking at what the green line is doing. And the green line is oversold and going down. Oversold and going down. So that's telling me sell. And I confirm it by looking at the 12 hour, which is oversold and going down. The green line here is going down. And confirm it with the 8 hour oversold and going down. 4 hours also going down. 2 hours going down. And the 1 hour. So they're all going down. But really, I placed most of my emphasis on the 12 and the 8. And when we looked at the echo a minute ago, you could see it was all red across the board. All red in here. So that just kind of double confirmed. So we're going to take a sell on the Euro USD for 11 pips. So let's bring that over. Euro USD, new order. Lot size is going to be the same. Market execution, sell. And here I am going to right click, modify. I'm going to do 11 pips. 11 pips is 110 points. And on this stop loss, I find it works better if we're a little over 3 on the Euro USD. If we're at 35, we won't get stopped out as much. So 35 pips is 350 points. Click modify. And I see both of my lines here. If I weren't trading with you, I I tend to sometimes be a little more aggressive. I might move this line up above here, up above this wick. But we're going to keep it here to keep it at the 3-to-1, or keep it close to the 3-to-1, which is what the company wants. Let's also take a look at the ooh. All right, one thing I didn't like, I wish I saw this first. We're sitting right on a resistance line. Come on. I wish it was below that resistance line, but where we're at, we're going to just keep it. What I would have maybe done is take a pending trade till it broke this line here. But we took it, so we're going to keep it for now. Pound yen. So the day chart, taking a look at what the green line is doing. The green line's going down. But we get the red line going up, so it's not quite as strong as when both are going down. So this is telling me sell. Green line on the 12 hours telling me sell. Green line on the 8 hour is telling me sell. 4 hours buy. 2 hours buy. And the 1 hour is a little sideways. So sell. Just take a look at. All right, we got room. So we're going to go ahead and take a sell on the pound yen. Also, so the pound yen, new order. I'm going to go with the same volume. Notice my margin levels at 1100. Usually I don't want it to go below 1000, so I can have 2 open trades at this lot size and have plenty of margin here, so that if I do have a problem, I can work out of it. We're going to go a little bit below 1000 as soon as I execute this trade, but that's okay. But normally I would only take 2 trades, but since we're doing this for kind of learning purposes, I'm going to take the third. Normally I would stop here. So market sell, and I'm going to right click on the line, go to modified. We're going to make this for 22 pips, which is 220 points. And we're going to use a 3-to-1, which is 66 pips, which is 660 points. Then click modify. And here we are. So we took three trades on the Euro USD. We did a sell with a take profit of 1.10504, a stop loss of 1.10963, and on the pound yen, we took a sell also with a take profit of 181.235, and a stop loss of 182.114. Thank you for joining me. We will be doing this again tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for being with me, and expect the NZD trade to close within the next 3 hours, and these other two trades within the next 6 to 9 hours. Okay, great. Thanks so much, and we will see you tomorrow morning.